What's up everyone, it's Ed from Bar Stars, and today we'll be learning how to do the handstand push-up. First and foremost, before any handstand exercise, you want to warm up your wrists. Try each of these for 30 seconds. It is important because of the pressure on your wrists when your whole body is upside down. If you have ever experienced wrist pain from regular push-ups, you could only imagine what a handstand feels like if you are not warm and flexible. So always work to advance your wrists through strengthening them and keeping them flexible. Now, if your wrists bother you, you should do the rest of this training on parallettes. The neutral grip takes the load off your wrist. It is completely natural to have discomfort in your wrist when first starting handstand training. Performing handstands is not a regular occurrence for most people. It's just a matter of conditioning them. Don't move too fast forward while forgetting about your wrist. This could lead to an injury. Now next we'll be going into the form of a handstand push-up. How you originally go into handstand doesn't matter, but more people experience control when pressing up. Once you have a proper handstand, you will lean forward while letting your elbows bend back, as you should with all pressing movements, to avoid aggravating your shoulders. As you go down and up, you keep the straight back and good handstand form. Now next we'll be showing you a bad form handstand push-up. In this version, all the rules are followed except for the back curves, making it easier but also straining the lower back. Now let's compare them side by side. Now a handstand push-up on the parallettes will be much easier than a handstand on the floor if you don't use the deficit. If you use the parallettes for a greater range of motion, then the movement becomes much more difficult. Now here's some progressions to strengthen you towards your goal. Work each one until you get strong enough to move on to the next one. Pike push-up. Keeping your back straight and onto your tippy toes, lean forward for the push-up while letting your elbows bend back. Elevated pike push-up. Just as you did before, but using leverage to make the movement more difficult. Next is the handstand against the wall, which you could work alongside your pike push-ups. Now you may find it easier to handstand kick against the wall with your back facing the wall. But in order to make the form the best alignment, you want to do it with your stomach facing the wall. This makes it easier to make sure you have a straight back and don't develop bad habits. The banana back is usually referred to as the arch in the back. Your legs curving causes the lower back pain. Now, to handstand against the wall with your stomach facing the wall, simply put your feet on the wall and walk backwards up, using both your hands and your feet to climb. Once you hold this position for a good amount of time, you can move on to push-ups. Maintaining the same fundamentals as previously explained, you want to start with half of the range of motion. Once you get strong enough, you can move on to the full range of motion. Once you can perform 10 deep handstand push-ups against the wall and properly hold a freestanding handstand, you can go on your way to practicing the handstand push-up. Now some words from Jeff, aka Cinema Fitness.
Common questions I get is, how long does it take to get a handstand push-up? Realize you must have a handstand first before you try the handstand push-up. And it'll take about 2 weeks, maybe a month, if you consistently train 3 to 5 times a week. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Bar Stars. Peace out.